Salut à tous à toutes, j'espère que vous allez bien. En tout cas, vous allez nickel. On se retrouve aujourd'hui sur ma time Sandrock et on reprend là où on s'est arrêté la dernière fois. Allez, let's go. Là, si je m'en de touche, ça va pas aller. Alors, prochaine lettre. Lettre du jour. Il s'est passé quelque chose chez moi et j'ai besoin de ton aide. Merci. Ma maison est à côté d'un. Ouais, ça, on le sait déjà. Tu m'apprends à nouveau. De catégorie. Votre attention s'il vous plaît, la collaboration entre la mairie et la poule aux œufs d'or est maintenant terminée. Venez en solo ou emmenez vos amis à cette fabuleuse et excitante nouveauté à Dune Rock, le complexe du rallye des sables. L'ouverture officielle aura lieu demain à midi. Un grand merci à Dark et Mi-Han pour leur contribution à la construction. C'est surtout moi qui l'ai fait tout seul, mais attends. 32. Allez, allez voir un château d'eau.
Burgess, are you all right? What happened?
Logan! He came out of nowhere. I couldn't stop him.
It's okay, as long as no one's hurt. Well?
The coward escaped.
He's gone too far this time.
I'm afraid you're right, Sheriff. I think we need to face the truth. Logan is no longer the person we knew. He and his gang need to be brought in. For too long, we have allowed him to do whatever he liked because we respected his paw. But after the temple incident, the hijacked train, now with this water tower, it's just the last straw.
What's wrong with that boy?
Oh man, how it would have been so sad to see his boy acting such a fool.
We showed those gigglers that Sandrock ain't nothing to mess with. What's a couple of podunk, two-bit crooks to brave folk like us? I say, we get a posse together and make Logan pay for what he's done.
Say no more, Minister. Civil Corps with me. Let's see if we can't track down that ne'er-do-well before the trail goes cold.
Here now, as senior officer and guy who's been here in this town way longer than your Mr. Macho protein huffing behind, I give the orders round here. But, yeah, unsure? Do what Penn said. Let's ride.
Allez, go
Now,
justice
we
ira
need
pas.
to get ourselves a new water tower in a hurry. Without it, our town can't easily access water from the oasis. The only solace I can find in all this mess is that at the very least the water tower was almost empty. Our next shipment of water ought to arrive soon. But before that... Where is that Commerce Commissioner?
Right behind you, Minister.
Yes. Yen, I need your guild to help our town rebuild this water tower before the next water shipment. I trust y'all can handle it?
Is the sun hot? Does sand sting? Of course we can handle it. We'll also make the new water tower absolutely, positively Logan-proof. There's just one minor thing. The inconvenient matter of... the bill. Of course. I'll just put it on the tab. I'll have my builders working on it by tomorrow. Hear that, builders? Oh, drat! Where'd the other one go? Go find that slacker coworker of yours and tell her to expect the job to begin first thing in the morning. Pronto!
J'aime pas qu'il me donne des ordres ce bon à rien, alors qu'il sait rien faire de ses idoles.
All right, folks, let's move along then. Nothing more to see here. Let's just trust in our Civil Corps that there will be no more of these incidents.
Indeed, y'all. Rest assured that everything is going to turn out all right in the end.
Hello. Sorry about the mess. It wasn't like this when I left this morning. So yeah, as you can see, there are rocks all over the place. Someone's been moving them around, I guess. Well, I know you only had a chance to look around for like 10 seconds, but who do you think could have done this?
Peut-être que tes cailloux ont roulé tout seul.
One or two. Maybe. But this is a lot of rock to be rolling. If that's the bookcase, I only have my shelf to blame.
Peut-être capitaine.
Captain? No. He swore an oath. To protect and serve. Yeah, he does come by sometimes, but he's not like other cats who jump up on your table and knock stuff over. Only way he'd ever do that is if there was a criminal on your table.
Bah, sûrement un voleur.
Dang. Wow. Yeah, maybe a thief came in and ransacked my house, but didn't realize there was nothing of value to steal and just left. How embarrassing for both of us. It'll be so awkward if we put him in jail and have to see him at work. Actually, it's none of the above. I ran out of space on my rock shelf, so I've just been placing my new ones in random places, starting to look like one of those old people houses we go to investigate when no one's heard from the old people in a long time. And, sorry, got too real there for a sec. Usually with him, it's stacks and stacks of newspapers anyway, not rocks. So yeah, I need your help. I need a new rock shelf. You know, rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally so as to store and display rocks. Rock shelf. Can you help me build one?
Bien sûr, tu veux dire une bibliothèque.
Well, yeah. I mean, kind of like a bookshelf, but for storing rocks. I probably won't be putting any books on this thing. Oh, unless it's a book about rocks. You know what? Let's not rule that out. Do you think you could make me a rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally that is capable of storing and displaying not only rocks, but potentially, if need be, books as well?
Ce ne sera pas facile, mais j'y arriverai.
Whew, nice. Thought I might be asking too much of you. Thanks a million. Just go ahead and stick it over there on the wall when it's done. Then I'll come home and be like, oh man, new rock case. Thanks. In addition to accepting my task, you've also given me a lot to think about. Well, see ya.
Bon voilà, nouvelle quête. Mais à la base, il y a un autre truc à finir. Votre attention au spectacle doit continuer. Oui, c'est vrai, malgré les incidents dont vous avez peut-être entendu parler, le complexe du rallye de sable ouvrira comme prévu demain à midi. La poule aux œufs d'or tiendra également un rappel que le risque de rencontrer des bandits à Dune Rock était grandement exagéré et encourage tout le monde à amener ses amis pour assister à l'ouverture officielle du complexe du rallye des sables. La poule aux œufs d'or n'a pas à être tenue responsable des dommages causés par l'éventuel body. Alors, où se trouve ce craft? Voilà. Et je suis combien là-dedans? Deuxième, c'est bon, je vais passer devant lui. Oh bah, une pierre de coups. Voilà.
Hello. Thank you.
Et voilà. Je suis passé premier. Maintenant, on va voir Mian. Ça, après, je ferai sa bibliothèque. Ah, ça, c'est Congo Jack. Faudra que je le retrouve dans le désert. Hop, du coup, c'est en haut. Et elle est là.
I'm telling you, Logan's innocent.
What?
I know Logan. We practically grew up together. He was always the goody two-shoes. I just can't accept that he would do something like this.
Elsie, everyone saw him bomb the temple. And then the water tower, and then there's all the other stuff. I mean...
I just want to be sure. Please?
All right, what can I help you with?
See, I don't think he did this without reason. I want to take a look at his house, which is right here, and do some hands-on investigating. For the truth.
What do you need me for? Because?
Cause you're smarter than me, okay?
Don't sell yourself short, Elsie.
Oh, don't try to be nice, Mian. I'm dumber than a box of rocks. We all know it. The only way we're gonna learn all the facts is if I can get your help.
I do want to help, but I don't think we can just walk in.
So we're in agreement then. Hey, keep it down. You trying to get us in trouble? Oh, shoot. Move along. You didn't see nothing.
T'as raison, j'ai rien entendu en plus.
Hey, wait! We're going into Logan's old house to look for clues as to what set him off the deep end and blew up the temple. Why don't you join us, Elsie? I think we could use one more member of the team who's...
Cool, calme et posé. Ouais.
Oh yeah! Cool, calm, collected. Just like me. Alright, you made your point. You're in. But I better not hear about you squealing. Especially not to my pa.
Well, then, shall we? The sooner we get through this, the sooner I can fix that window.
Hunker in, you two. Spread out and look for clues.
Aren't you gonna do anything?
I already came in here a while back. I didn't find nothing. That's where y'all and them higher education brains of y'all's come in.
Alright. Let's look around then. Hey, what's this?
Oh yeah, I seen everything over there. Bunch of lame junk.
No, Elsie, this is a clue.
Huh? No way.
Yes, way. Take a look.
Mène l'enquête. Interagis avec les indices pour trouver l'interface d'enquête. Trouver l'objet surbrillant pour examiner les détails. Tu peux observer sur toutes les coutures en le faisant pivoter. Ok.
Gosh, I hardly recognize anybody in this photo. Is that Logan's pa? And that's probably his ma. How come I've never heard anything about her?
Sorry to interrupt, but how does this prove Logan's innocent?
Everything we find here is a piece of the puzzle. Every object tells a small part of a bigger story. Also, Logan is not innocent. I would really give that one a rest. However, learning the motives of everyone involved brings us closer to the truth. And there's one person in this photo who will be able to tell us all about what happened at this wedding. Exactly. Owen is here in the background of this photo. He was there. He must know more about Logan's past. Her first clue.
This photo is so old, I ain't even born yet. Hardly recognize anyone on here.
Well, I've brought my camera. Why don't I start taking photos of anything we find that's interesting? I can mail copies to you guys, then later we can ask people in town about what we find. But, try to be subtle. We're not supposed to be in here.
Alright, let's spread out and keep looking.
Bon, on va voir ce qu'on peut trouver exactement. Des livres de médecins.
Howlett? Who could that be?
Precisely. No doubt. The builder deduced this from the torn photograph and the initials H and C. H for Howlett.
Or someone just asked pretty much anybody in town. Everybody knows Logan's pa's name. I thought y'all were just playing around.
Yes, of course. Anyway, why is Logan interested in medicine? Somehow I don't see him as the type to shift from monster hunter to doctor. Why did he need to consult a doctor anyway? Well, despite the indecipherable handwriting, I can decipher that Dr. Fang probably wrote this prescription. Let's ask him about it later. Hey, I know some of this stuff. Isn't this RVO's 100% organic Sandrock skin cream? And is this a recipe on how to make it?
You use beauty products?
Yeah, so?
I just always thought... Never mind.
Anyway, the products here are all unique to RVO's store. I kinda wanted to make some for myself, but he said they were all trade secrets. You're telling me Logan came up with the recipes?
Course not. Logan wouldn't concern himself with such meaningless pursuits. The nerd you seek goes by the name of...
Ah,
You got it. But, wait, why is this important again?
It means RVO got these recipes from Haru, which means RVO might know something. The more we learn, the more tangled things become. Logan and his friends seem people, and now they're putting those talents to use in the wrong place. Let's ask RVO what he knows. I don't think he'll be able to claim these as trade secrets anymore.
Logan a apparemment un plan pour sauver son père. Malheureusement, aucun plan n'aurait pu le préparer à ce qu'il allait nous arriver à tous. Atelier d'armes de Logan, chaque arme semble avoir eu sa part d'action.
This must be Logan's pause equipment. And Logan probably took the missing dagger. That's the only explanation that makes sense. What do you think?
C'est facile à deviner.
I suppose maybe reading detective stories and actually being a detective are pretty far removed.
I didn't think this one needed figuring out. So they had some fighting gear. So what? Newsflash, they were monster hunters.
Monster hunters who had their weapons forged by Hugo. Look at that insignia. I'll get you a picture of the equipment later. Can you go and show it to Hugo? Maybe he can tell us more about the father-son pair.
Ok, il y a toujours le dessin sur le mur. Et la carte marquée, apparemment j'ai raté quelque chose sur la carte. Un plan pour sauver son père. Voilà.
This is an action plan for the bombing of the temple. Wow, I feel we found a key clue. But why does the plan feel like it's been rejected and changed?
This is all a bunch of malarkey. Logan would never come up with no plan. And certainly not a plan with no revisions. He just does whatever his heart tells him.
Elsie, you're a genius!
Huh? I am?
This map gives us a clue about Logan's...
L'endroit où Logan se trouve.
Well, it is just a map of town. I don't really see anything indicating where Logan might be now. This map gives us a clue about Logan's.
Soit l'impulsivité de Logan.
Exactly! I can see it now. It's the wee hours of the morning. Haru, Logan's right-hand man, is scribbling madly on this map, begging Logan to see reason.
No, Haru. I'm a mean bandit guy and I do whatever I want.
Logan snatches Haru's plans right out of his hands, crumples them up and throws them onto the floor. We're bombing the temple and that's that.
Hey, wait a sec. You just made all that stuff up. That'll prove a dadgum thing.
Yes, everything I just said was pure conjecture. I suppose I could be wrong about everything. I guess they could have crumpled up that map for any number of reasons. This does give me another idea, though. Logan's attitude towards the church. I think it would be worthwhile to ask some of the pastors what their view on all this is.
Bon, c'est-à-dire déjà... J'ai raté quoi dessus? Qu'est-ce que je suis censé trouver dessus? Deux jeunes hommes aux cheveux argentés.
Oh, what a lovely picture! Looks like it was drawn by Jasmine.
Okay, now y'all are playing around. What's a kid's drawing got to do with any of this?
Well, obviously, it shows us that,
Logan est apprécié.
I think so as well. If Jasmine was friends with Haru and Logan, I mean, they can't be that bad, right?
When you like somebody and they do something to hurt you, that makes you double mad. That's why everyone wants to bring Logan in.
I think you're right, Elsie. Can you go talk to Jasmine later? Maybe she knows something we've overlooked.
Bon, il reste plus que l'établi maintenant. Apparemment, j'aurais peut-être raté un truc. Allez là, je suis bête. Mais... On n'est pas ça. Voilà.
These small bombs are meticulously crafted. The fact that they're made from everyday objects show that whoever made them had a good understanding of chemistry. Gosh, the standard of villainy really is pretty high around these parts, huh? Based on what I've heard about Logan, something like this is too sophisticated for him to have crafted himself. He must have someone really clever working for him, or backing him. Who's someone in Sandrock who does a lot of fighting? Someone who might know who's been setting Logan up with these improvised bombs.
Ma peine.
Bingo! Penn's seen his share of fights. I'm sure he'll know where Logan's been getting his bombs from. Well, we searched everywhere, dusted every corner, and looked in every nook and cranny.
And we came up with diddly squat. It's a bunch of chicken scratch! Aw, phooey, had me going there for a second.
Well, who knows? This could be exactly the break in the case we were looking for. The bombs, the medicine, Haru and Logan's past, it's all connected somehow. I just can't figure it out yet.
What's your take on all this?
Il y a plus encore à découvrir.
I don't know, partner. I think I need to take a breather. We've been doing this investigating thing forever. Let's give Mion some time to ponder on these here photographs, and perhaps we might reconvene at a later date.
Okay.
Thanks again for believing in me. Sorry I made you guys do all this. I still think Logan's a good guy, though.
I hope you're right, Elsie. I know your heart is in the right place. And hey, don't talk like it's over. Maybe there really is something more we can do. Alright, gang. Check your mailboxes for updates. Let's all head home.
Bon, on peut partir de sa maison. Ah, attends, on est rentré par là.
That was exhilarating! I never thought I'd...
Hey guys, hanging out in front of Logan's old house, I see.
Quick, say something smooth!
Say the word and I'll take him out.
On était juste en train de réparer cette fenêtre.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that. That's just one of the many things I admire about you guys. Always a keen eye for what needs to be done around here. Well, see ya.
Whew, that was a close one. Nice work. Alright, let's split up, gang. I'll provide updates for everyone via the mail. Check your mailboxes.
Bon voilà. On continue d'avancer. Il n'y a pas les inscriptions pour faire la course. Ah. Voilà. Il me faut des vis en cuivre, des tuyaux en bronze. En espérant que j'ai assez de bronze pour le faire. Voilà. Ok, on va s'occuper encore de notre petit jardin. Bon, je sais pas, elles ont de l'eau, elles ont tout ce qu'il faut. Je sais pas ce qu'elles ont. Des graines de pamate. Bon, on finira ça plus tard. On va aller au ranch. Parce qu'il y a le truc. Il y a la cérémonie.
Welcome, one and all, to the world-famous Sandrock's own running of the Yakmals. Shout out to City Hall for inviting me here today. Now, I'll bet some of you are wondering, why the heck do we all get together every year to try to bump Yakmals into each other anyhow? It is with great esteem that I shall now honor an age-old tradition and regale y'all with the tale that started it all, the Shonash Clash. Many years ago, the great-grandparents of our very own ranch couple, Cooper and Mabel, were traveling yak-back through the Eufaula, delivering various supplies up and down to the earliest settlers, long before the railways were ever built. Back then, the only road was through a narrow part of the North Shonash Canyon. And one day, these two yak boys were passing through from both ends at the same time. They ran into each other halfway through, their carts in tow, each blocking the other's path. One called out, "You back out so I can get through!" And the other replied, "No, you back out so I can get through!"
I'm more than halfway through the pass. You back out.
No, you ain't. That's 1/3 and a quarter at best. You back out. This back and forth went on for hours, and pretty soon other travelers showed up and were understandably peeved at the situation. Funny thing about it all is this narrowest part of the pass was no more than 30 meters long. They could have all been out there in a couple of minutes. But no, both of those fellas were too stubborn to back down. Soon enough, push came to shove. Literally. Other folks on Yakback started bumping into our two antagonists, front and back, till it was just bumper yak bedlam. In the craziness of it all, carts were knocked over, packs were cut open, food and other supplies were getting tossed all out on the ground. Before too long, everyone came to their senses. One person started to laugh, then another, and pretty soon they were all tumbling off their mounts, howling over the absurdity of it all. Here, I'm afraid, is where it gets dark. When they all looked around, they noticed that the two fellas who started this whole debacle were both dead as doornails, both of them with their hands wrung out around each other's neck. In all the chaos, it seemed those two boys really never had let their bad blood quit boiling. The rest of them folks, they all picked up their supplies. It had gotten late. They camped out there at the pass and cooked up all the food that had fallen off the mule yaks and carts and such, conversing all about what had happened. Word spread and, well, here we are, all these years later, still commemorating the event. So all y'all, I invite you to partake in the festivities. Hop on a yak mill, bump into your best friend, and try not to take it too personal if you get bumped yourself. With all that being said, I hereby declare the Sandrock annual running of the Yak Mill Festival begun!
Bon voilà. Je vais m'inscrire. Participer. Ok. Ok. Arrêtez. Ah, c'est moi là. Ouais, ça met du temps quand même. Allez. 2, 1. On y va. Pourquoi j'en ai ça en fait? Voilà. Je suis loin devant. On est 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, on y retourne. Hop. Ah, si je récupère rien, je vais vite me faire rattraper. Voilà. Allez, on va gagner. En tout cas, c'est marrant comme petit jeu. Ça aurait été marrant de pouvoir le faire en ligne. Affronter des gens en ligne. Voilà, j'ai gagné. Et de très loin. Ça m'a donné plein d'argent. Bon. Ah, j'ai pas assez pour ça. Je suis un peu dégoûté. Pas mentir. On va prendre le chapeau. Je sais pas si on peut reparticiper. Ah, je crois pas qu'on puisse. Pas grave. Allez, on y va. Non, qu'on fabrique sa bibliothèque à Roche. Bon, 1 minute 30. Ça me laisse le temps d'aller chercher de l'eau et reprendre les plantes pour pouvoir faire le quadrillage. Tomber dans l'eau. Hop. Voilà. Ça j'ai tout ce qu'il faut. Ça m'a coûté cher mais c'est pas grave. Parce que je veux plus de soucis avec ça, avec l'agriculture. Ouais, on quadrille tout ça. Hop. On remet partout. Bon, ici c'était les pomates, je sais plus quoi là. Voilà. Les pamates. Hop. Et hop. Là c'est le riz. Par contre je crois vraiment que les cultures elles sont mortes en fait. C'est pour ça que c'est comme ça. Ah ça va pas recadrer. Ah mais j'aime pas ce système. J'aurais préféré avoir une vue d'en haut là. Tu fasses un truc moins chiant. Mais bon, on n'a pas le choix. Et la graine de blé. Voilà. Voilà. Je pense qu'on va le donner à la bibliothèque et on va arrêter là. Hop. Ok, bon ça je vois rien. Alors on va faire le petit somme. Le truc que je fais c'est que je coupe et je reprends là. A tout de suite.
Howdy! Did you get Mion's letter? Never mind, it's a bit of a chore. Here, check out these puppies. All the photos from yesterday. Yep, I'd probably steer clear of that mailbox of yours for today. But even if you didn't and someone did write you a letter telling you to hold up on the investigation, you'd ignore it, wouldn't ya? 'Cause we made a promise to get to the bottom of all this, didn't we? Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to take these here photographs to the folk we talked about yesterday and find out what all they know. I'd take care of it myself, but to be honest, I can't rightly stand listening to half the folk around here for more than about a minute and a half. So the responsibility therefore lands squarely on you and your lonesome. With all this here evidence and whatnot, everybody'll have no choice but to spill the beans about what they know. At least, I assume that's how it works. So, you ready?
Oui, je suis sur le coup.
Yeehaw! Knew I could count on you. Once we clear Logan's name, we'll be heroes. Maybe they'll hold a parade for us. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I gotta get back to the ranch before my pa notices there ain't nobody keeping the yak mail company. Let's meet up at the Blue Moon once you've got the scoop.
Ok. Bon. On va aller à la bibliothèque. Et on arrêtera là. Hop. Comme d'hab, elle parle beaucoup. Elle va essayer de l'innocenter, mais pour l'instant ça va être compliqué.
Hey, I was at work and I heard someone come in because my house is next door, and I'm glad it's you and not someone else. Whoa. You really pulled all the stops out on this one. Books, rocks, heck, you could just put about anything in there. Let me just collect all my rocks here, and we can take this bad boy for a test display. Cool. Say, do you want to stick around for a bit? I mean, maybe you could help me decide which rocks to put where. Alright, cool. Let me just put on some tunes to set the mood. So, the short of it is, I like to organize the rocks into 3 categories: high, mid, and low tier. The mid tier represents the one I think are alright, and definitely deserve a seat at the table, or a rock shelf. And low tier, well, those rocks I'm not a super fan of, but I'm sure other people like. Let's start with the top. First we got onyx, painite, zinc, and then this one. I don't know what it is. Onyx is dark and mysterious. It's pretty shiny, reflects light, makes you kind of wonder about the universe. Next is painite. Despite the name, it's really got nothing to do with pain. It's just a nice red rock. I've only ever found one before. She said it's super rare, maybe the only one in the world. So I guess you could say this rock is unique. Then there's zinc. Zinc is really useful. It's found in the wirings of our telegraphs, street lamp posts. Why, even the firing pin in our Civil Corps pistols are made of zinc. I'd hate to live in a world without zinc. Last but not least is this one. I had some stuff to say about the other ones, but not this one. Oh well. Ready to choose your favorite? And hey, in case you didn't think the stakes were high enough, despite it already being in high tier, why don't we also choose the rock that makes us think of each other? I'll go first. I choose painite, because it's the best rock, and you're the best rock.
Mais non, c'est toi.
There can only be one best rock by definition, and I already said it was you. Okay, now you go.
Le mystérieux onyx.
You think I'm as mysterious as onyx? I don't know. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Heck, I'll give you better responses than a book ever could. Books can't talk. Nice. They look good up here. High and mighty. Wondering what the peasant rocks are up to. Sorry, that was out of line. All rocks are great. Next is mid-tier. We have sulfur, selenite, and coal. Sulfur is toxic. I just like the way it looks. It's slightly toxic to touch, but definitely don't lick this one. It would make you pretty sick. Well, Captain licked it once and got sick. Guess it hasn't been tested on humans yet. I just wouldn't. Next is selenite. Some people call it selenite rose. Couldn't really recommend licking it either. I mean, maybe once or twice is fine. It's pretty much just salt. It'll dissolve if you lick it too much. Then you've got nothing. Except maybe a tummy ache.
Les pierres ont l'air fascinantes quand tu en parles.
Well, I just always thought they are. I never thought I'd have to convince anyone of it. Glad to know you're on the trolley now, though. Last, but again, not least, is coal. I place coal in the mid-tier because I just kind of like it. I mean, it is kind of an ugly chunk of gunk, only good for being used up, and then when it is, it harms the environment. But on the plus side, it's coal. I'm all picked out, I think. You're gonna have to fly solo from here on out, I think. Which one makes you think of me?
La sélénite
Ah,
salée.
yes, salt. Nature's candy. I'm honored that you would even think to associate me with one of the world's most diligent and memorable condiments. Maybe one day I can work my way up to ketchup, the deputy of condiments. All right, whew. Finally, we're about ready to wrap things up with low tier. Last and least. Need a minute, or are you ready?
Lorsque tu parles de ta collection, tu es si charmant.
Thanks. It's nice that you're listening. It's one of the things I like best about you. Not everybody likes to listen. I don't mind if they don't, but it's better when somebody does. Especially when it's you doing the listening. Gotta write that one down. Later. On paper. Alright, final tier. These are a lot of what people call regular rocks. Granite, sandstone, marble. Some of them have bits of quartz in them that sparkle in the sunlight. Some of them are quartz. When it comes to squeaking into bottom tier, the main thing I look for here is hustle. What shape is the rock? Does it look like it's a hard worker? Does it look like it started from the bottom and now it's trying to get into the bottom tier? This piece of granite to me looks like a fluffy cloud. The fact that such a hard, sturdy piece of rock could be so fluffy and cute makes me think I can be whatever I want to be. This sandstone, the fact that it's called a sandstone and not a sandrock, despite its location, I can't help but admire its rebellious spirit. This quartz, there are many others like it, but this one's mine. It's the most common crystal in the world. Tch, if you don't count feldspar. In some places, it's see-through. In other places, it's milky and not so see-through. Is it hiding secrets? Is it transparent about other things? When light passes through, it creates a rainbow. Even though it's common, its shape is unique, the same way every snowflake is unique. And when it wants to, it can create an amazing display of color. Well, like just about any crystal, really. That's why quartz is bottom tier. So now I ask, which of these do you think represents us? Sorry, I keep changing the rules of this game and stuff. I kinda just made it up on the spot. Need to work out the bugs. So yeah, which one is us?
Le quark serait-il l'option romantique?
Yeah, in a weird way, I think it is. Wow, there you have it. That took a lot longer than I expected, but the results speak for themselves. This is probably the best display I've ever seen. Thanks for helping me. Feel free to come and check out the rocks anytime. Doors always open. See ya.
Bon, on va arrêter la vidéo là pour aujourd'hui. En tout cas, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner et à liker. Portez-vous bien, à la prochaine. Ciao.
Come back here, you dirty varmint!